Nothing prepared us for how a small mishap could lead to this.
Fingers crossed I don't find too much freaky stuff going on.
This is Slim. I accidentally sat on my coffee yesterday. And yep, that's me, Soph. Together, we've been completing a circumnavigation of Australia aboard our tiny sailboat Nakama. For, well, a while now.
We're going quick, we're not going that quick.
But it's taken us a while because we've also been getting our degrees at the same time.
Love a good textbook.
And also because I keep saying yes to doing yacht races with my mum. Crossing the Pacific to and fro means we haven't been aboard Nakama for a while.
It's been 3 months for me and around 4 months that Soph's been living on Fika.
But we hope to return to her soon.
Oh, look at the cobwebs there.
Swapping swimwear for the woolen jumper.
Woo! Cold.
As we need to continue on, taking the wild south of Australia head on. I don't understand that leaf.
Neither. It's a weird leaf.
But when both Slim and I need to go under the knife, well, it might just be a little longer that our lap is delayed. Nothing prepared us for how a small mishap could lead to this. But it starts in Townsville. Today's the day, moving off Fika. I've been living aboard, I think, for 4 months now, which is pretty insane. So although I'm going to be sad to leave this beautiful boat behind, I'm also very excited to get back to Nakama and back home, I guess, yeah.
Small amount of luggage.
We've just arrived here on Fika after sailing 9,500 nautical miles in the Pacific. My mum and I competed in a double-handed yacht race from Melbourne, Australia to Osaka, Japan, which took us 38 days non-stop. Then, with 2 extra crew, my dad and Slim, woo, he's huge, we turned around, this time stopping along the way. And while we're here, it'd be rude not to. We sailed from Osaka to Townsville. We've just laid eyes on Australia's coast. Approaching the coastline of Australia after 4 months offshore was a momentous feeling.
It's the closure of what has been an over 2-year project.
But with the end of this adventure means getting back into our usual big adventure aboard our usual very small boat.
We're leaving Fika. It's been 3 months for me and around 4 months that Soph's been living on Fika. And we're saying goodbye. It's just kind of exciting because it means on to the new thing, but certainly got a taste for bigger boats. But yeah, we're heading off to the airport. We're going to fly home. I've spent certainly a fair bit of time with Soph's family lately, but we haven't seen mine in a while. So we're going to go say good day to my family.
Bye, girl. Before heading back to Nakama, we made a stop back in our hometown to see Slim's side of the family and to collect our fluffy crew member. Chilli! Hi! Chilli! Wait, I have no hands.
She's like, no, the boat. Go back on the boat.
This is Chilli, our now 7-year-old cat. While we've been away, she's been under the care of one of our besties back home, Chilli. Chilli is an important part of us functioning aboard Nakama, helping us get around Australia through excellent morale-boosting soft cuddles on passage, and, well, just making every anchorage feel like home with her curious presence.
Look at these little tiny paws. Ow.
We had our cat, we had seen family, but there was something else scheduled while in our home area. Well, I've seen a better look on me before, but this is what we're rocking today. Remember that time sailing Australia's east coast when I fell off a skateboard? I broke my ankle and then had to have nuts and bolts screwed into me. Well, only a few of you would remember. We were very, very new to YouTube. It was in 2021. I don't encourage you to go back there. I will include some clips here to make sure you don't go back to those videos. The channel was just a baby, and looking at this footage, so were we. But anyway, as soon as I could walk again, we were back on the boat and sailing the Great Barrier Reef. This might have been the biggest mistake I've made, because it seems neglecting proper rehab may be why I've been struggling ever since.
I gave it a year and basically we pulled into Darwin. This is how long ago this has been going on for. We pulled into Darwin and I was like, you know, this is still not right. Like, it's been a year, over a year since I had the surgery. You know, I thought it was just I needed some physio. Long story short, basically had another x-ray. The physio that I was undergoing in Darwin was not helping, and I actually couldn't do it because I needed a second surgery. I needed a clean-up surgery done to my foot. So basically, I'm not able to progress in my healing until I get this surgery.
Since breaking my ankle, I have no range of movement and experience quite a bit of pain.
I have no mobility in my right ankle, like none. I can't bend my knee. It's actually kind of hard sometimes sailing because obviously you need your balance, and sometimes to get balance you need to, like, you know, dig deep, put your weight down and bend your knees and sort of thing. And I can't do that in my right ankle, so sometimes I feel so uncoordinated on deck and stuff like that.
It really hasn't been ideal for what we do, but I also don't want it to get in the way of us living this life I dreamed about when I bought Nakama 8 years ago now.
It has restricted me in doing things over these years, and it's been a massive downer for sure. I don't let this stop me because I can't. You can't let it stop you.
Since getting advice for a second surgery, it's taken a really long time to finally lock in a date for it. Like, years.
Welcome back, guys, to another episode.
And it hasn't been made any easier with us constantly on the move.
It's been tricky to juggle because I get a phone call from the hospital saying, hey, can you get to an appointment next week? We're on the other side of the country, in God knows where, without any access to a plane or anything like that. So we have to either say no, or we just like have to drop everything and I'm flying across the country. We did do that a couple of times where I've had to leave the boat wherever we are for appointments to get this thing happening.
And finally, after being on waitlist after waitlist, I got a date. And it worked out to be after our Pacific Ocean expeditions, so while a quick trip to the hospital will never be ideal, it's the best time to get it over with, and I'm ready for that because it's been in the works and playing on my mind for years.
Basically, I'm going in there and they're going to take those screws out and they're going to shave some shit off, hopefully to free up my bloody ankle and a little bit of recovery, and hopefully Soph will be springing around again, dancing, jumping, running. That's the goal anyway.
It's a clean-up surgery, but I'm still feeling nervous about the outcome. I can't help but wonder, what if this makes it worse? There's nothing like these thoughts running through your brain minutes away from the procedure. The surgery went well, if you don't consider the screw that broke on its way out. It was a huge cleanup of scar tissue and overgrown bone. It was just a day procedure, so by afternoon my chauffeur was driving me home for recovery. Now, only time will tell how successful it was. While this was planned, what was not expected was Slim ending up in theatre for an emergency surgery exactly a week later.
So, just in the waiting room, about to go in.
In this time, while I was in for some time out at home, Slim picked up a couple of swings of fly-in and fly-out work in the Northern Territory. He does this every so often to supplement the Freedom Token collection while his profession is still in progress with study. However, it quickly flipped on its head when what he thought was just a blister turned into nasty cellulitis on his heel, and it was drastically worsening. The infection was spreading and they needed to act quickly before he was at risk of losing his entire foot.
Fingers crossed it all goes well and they don't find too much freaky stuff going on. Whew. Should be good.
So under the knife he went too, which made us both hobbly on the same foot. After his infection was tamed, we could then laugh about it.
Nah, just kidding. Mobility's pretty good. All this, we both got no right foot.
Together we make
Well, two good left feet.
two good left.
With both of our recoveries going mostly smoothly, with some rest time on land.
Oh, you're moving.
Okay, be on your merry way. It was finally time to pack up our life again, including Chilli, and make the flight from the warmer climates down to Australia's coldest, where Nakama has been secured in a marina for 8 months by the time we got back to her.
Woo!
This is our boat Nakama. She's a 34-foot Duncanson.
We're a little bit nervous, but she's
looking
considerably looking really good.
She's looking pretty damn ready to rock and roll, I've got to say. I mean, at surface level, she's looking good. I'm sure there'll be some surprises somewhere. What do you think, Chilli? We're back. All right, let's get her out of this thing.
Little fluffy one.
Oh, look at the cobwebs there.
Right, I'm going in. First camera's seen it before me. Dun, dun. Oh, I did a pretty good job. So now's a good time to tell you, I was the one that left the boat.
Almost there, 1 second, Chilli, I'm trying. She's like burst at the seams. Yeah. Choo! Oh, Chilli. What a wild ride it's been for her today. Seen the bottom of an airplane. Oh. Where are we? I just found this on deck. You can see. I don't know how it was even there. That's just straight to the bin.
Straight to the pool room for that.
Alright, let's get this stuff in.
There's always a nervousness returning to your boat that's been sitting unattended. What's going to be broken? Is she going to be wet? Will there be mold? But this time the surprise was
We've been growing a monster.
a thriving potato.
Dude, look at these things.
Is there any potatoes?
That would be great to put in the ground. You'd get some good potatoes out of that.
Alrighty guys, let's get you up to speed with where we left you last on Nakama.
Cheers guys.
Good job. Congratulations, everyone.
Good riddance, WA. G'day, South Australia.
We were only just arriving in South Australia after crossing the Great Australian Bight. Another momentous occasion, as while it's little miles on what we've just done, it's still no easy crossing.
That was about 35 knots just then.
We had to wait for the perfect low pressure system to roll its way around the bottom of the globe, which created a favourable wind direction. It was a windy and largely grey trip.
Seas have definitely picked up. They'll keep picking up right on through till tomorrow afternoon, I think.
But overall, we had a great crossing. And it felt so good to touch down in a new state.
Woo! SA, baby!
So following the Bight, we pulled into Memory Cove with Miles, who was also with us on that passage.
Welcome to South Australia.
I'm so glad we're in a new state.
But since then, we've made our way to Adelaide. And while that seems just around the corner on the map, it's a fair journey, and it looked a little like this. From Memory Cove, we made our way just around the corner to Port Lincoln.
Roddy yachties. Can't be trusted. Port Lincoln Yacht Club's actually really accommodating to cruising yachts. Oops.
We needed some water and a couple of jerrys of fuel to get us to Adelaide, which is 180 nautical miles away.
What is going on? Sound Ned Kelly used to wear his.
We then set off for Thistle Island, which is apparently one of the jewels in the crown of sailing destinations in South Australia. And we can see how, as we're greeted by a long pristine white beach, crystal clear waters, and soaring cliffs of up to 200 metres high. To Slim's delight, Thistle Island turns out to be incredible ground for a rock wallaby. Something he's always trying to chase down, and something he's only ever seen.
So the curse is true. Soph is cursed when it comes to spotting rock wallabies.
The only reason I believe they're real is from the footage he captures for me, and here we are again. I'm back on the boat working while rock wallabies flaunt themselves in front of the guys.
Yeah, we've just stumbled across a little family of them up here. But me and Soph came yesterday looking and didn't see any, and I had a feeling if I came with the boys that of course I'd see them, and I sort of thought it'd be funny if I did, but I think she truly is rock wallaby cursed, unfortunately.
I'm still yet to see one.
Oh, there's one just over there. Anyway, now's a good time to subscribe for her efforts, because the only reason she's not here is because she's editing. So if you enjoy this episode, make sure to give it a thumbs up, she deserves it. It's kind of fun. They're all through here. It's like these cute little faces peering out of these gaps in the rocks at you. And I don't mean these two blokes.
Here with Slim is Miles and Max.
Hey guys!
Both the guys are solo in their journey. We've largely sailed alongside Miles throughout our circumnavigation, as he's also completing one, and so is Max. Say hi, Max.
Hi, Max.
Although we only met Max 730 nautical miles ago in Esperance. But it's an immediate friendship, and he's a welcome addition to our buddy boat crew.
Definitely a pretty beautiful and pretty unique place to be spotting little kangaroos bouncing around behind you. They are here, bouncing all through these rocks. Sometimes you just gotta go for a bromantic bro walk with your bros. You're alright.
We spent a couple of nights at Thistle Island, soaking in the views.
I think we're on first fish of the day.
And the boys trying to, not so successfully, hook onto whiting.
I don't know. Not a whiting. I got a not whiting, yeah. I got a something else fish. Yeah. It looks like some sort of little parrotfish.
But on our third morning, we woke with the wind building more from the east, which made our once protected anchorage horribly uncomfortable. We were awake anyway, but we waited for the first signs of light before heaving anchor and trying our best to point towards Kangaroo Island, which is 50 miles away in the southeasterly direction.
Woo! It's cold. It's definitely cold. Very soggy and very sleepy out here this morning. I think we got about a 10-hour day to Kangaroo Islands. A 10-hour day of beating into it by the looks of it though. Not much sleep last night. Sort of the weather came into the anchorage in the early, I'd say pretty much bang on midnight, and then just rolled us gently into the walls from then on out, so should be a good day.
It was a bit of a horrendous start to our 50-mile day, a distance that felt minuscule in our journey, but with some current, the seas were standing high, which made it feel like every 5 meters we were crashing into liquid walls.
This is absolutely horrible. Just beaten into like a sustained 25 knots. We must have a little bit of current with us because we're doing relatively okay, but I think that's what's making these waves stand up to these really short, sharp, quite sizable lumps.
It had only been a few hours when we hear a loud bang on deck, followed by the ferocious flogging of a sail on the rig. Our furling line just snapped and let out all of our head sail. Obviously it's too much sail to have out in these conditions, so we just heaved to. We're going to have to get this sail in by hand on the bow. It seems the combined impact of the wind and waves broke our furling line, which is the line that controls the head sail. We had the head sail only partially unfurled, which means this line was under tension, making it more prone to chafing. We heaved to, which is like stopping the boat, but we found it challenging to get the head sail in with so much pressure in it. So we need to pull the sail through and turn downwind, so Slim is finally able to roll it away at the drum. Luckily, and almost as if for this occasion, we have our staysail already set up and ready to go on deck. Alright, so it's been having problems. We've been having problems of chafing through our furling lines at the moment. That just happened, we just chafed through another furling line, but it completely snapped through.
I only put that on last night.
Literally, that was new from yesterday. So all of the head sail unfurled. We've got 25 knots of wind right now. It was pretty challenging trying to get that back in. So now, luckily we've got the staysail set up. So we've got that flying now, but it doesn't give us enough power. So I think we might have to motor as well. With one dilemma under control, meant we could move on to the next. I don't understand that leak.
Neither. It's a weird leak.
We've got a t-shirt hanging up here, blocking a hole. Just water was pouring in there. Oh my god, look.
On your phone.
But eventually, and fortunately for our soggy boat, by afternoon the wind and seas were beginning to ease as we made eye contact with Kangaroo Island.
Well, things have significantly chilled out. We can see Kangaroo Island up in front of us now. So just cruising on up. Looks like a very tight bay. Be a tight squeeze getting 3 boats in here tonight.
We were heading into Kangaroo Beach for the night, a tight little bay on Kangaroo Island's far northwest coast. It felt like a bit of a squeeze between Max, Miles and the rocks, particularly looking at boat level, but from above it seems we have more space than it feels. It was seriously a stunning bay. A welcome calm after a wild day. And to our surprise, there were some secluded houses with $1 million views. We marvel at the luxury. Imagine the hot shower. Probably hot shower plural. Well, there's your kangaroos of Kangaroo Island, up on the hill there. Pretty cool. Pretty cool that there's actually kangaroos here. It's not just the name. We were all pooped from getting little sleep at the last anchorage and having a bumpier than anticipated sail. So we keep to our own boats, watching the scenes around us in the dimming light. It's absolute bliss. We wish we could have extended our stay here, but there were a few things calling, so we dragged ourselves onto deck to get this show back on the road.
Morning, Miles.
Nakama.
How we going?
YouTube followers.
Yeah, so tell them to subscribe while you're at it.
You guys should press that button, and like and subscribe right here.
Press all the buttons. I don't care what you press, just press something.
Yeah, you press enough buttons, you'll press the right button.
Yeah. Alright, we'll see you out there.
Yeah, out there. I just need some sunshine. Let there be sun.
That's such a good shot. Let me take a photo of you.
Yeah, the light looks real nice.
Alright, see you soon.
See ya.
Wow, what a beautiful morning. Yeah, I think we're both feeling revitalized and re-energized after that night's sleep. It's always such a win when you can sleep all the way through the night. And what a beautiful spot, hey? Like, wow. Feeling pretty damn good this morning. It's a beautiful morning. We were heading to Emu Bay, an almost 40 nautical mile trip. We had a beach meetup planned with one of our awesome patrons who has let us use their address for mail and to say a warm hello.
We're gonna go pick up some mail, pick up some textbooks, because yesterday was officially the first day back at uni and we don't have any of our textbooks, so it's kind of hard to follow along. So yeah, today's mission, find uni materials. Cafe Nakama here.
Yes, we've been still trying to juggle uni while sailing Nakama, which means trying to anticipate where we'll be ahead of time for the appropriate study materials to be sent. It's a pot shot, really, but this delivery has just about worked out to be perfect timing.
Righto, so we are not only going to collect our mail, but we're going to go meet another one of our patrons, which is always super exciting. I love this. I love that we get to meet people along the way, so let's get into it, eh?
Already on the beach with our mail was Deb. It's always so fun getting to meet you guys behind the screen. This is just another reminder of how awesome our community is.
See ya! Whoa. That was fun.
We get to spend a little bit more time with Deb. This is so cool! And husband Adam when we come back to Kangaroo Island. This is my dream house.
That is stupid.
We're soon to be absolutely treated by these legends. But for the moment,
We've got our mail and our textbooks and oh, we got some Kangaroo Island honey. Back to the mothership. The water is so clear. Love a good textbook.
what's that one you got there?
Australian commercial law.
Riveting stuff.
It actually will be a good subject, I reckon. That one, commercial law.
Alright,
Maybe
you like
handy.
that one, will we?
I think we'll like that one. It is 5:50 in the morning. We're underway. We've just left the anchorage. We've put the last suitable line we have on as hopefully our furling line. It's not long enough that we can get the whole sail out, but we've got about 3/4 of it out. We've got really good wind at the moment, so we're still sailing along at about 5.5 knots with the reduced sail. But yeah, heading for the marina today. Pretty excited about that, to be honest.
As I said, we'll be back for Kangaroo Island, but we had to throw a slightly urgent detour to Adelaide. Morning! We are today heading to Adelaide. I think Simon mentioned that we're heading into a marina, which, yeah, pretty excited for, to do some washing. These are my last pants. I accidentally sat on my coffee yesterday, so I'm pretty sure they've got a coffee stain on the arse. Keen to get into the marina to do some washing so I can have some more pants. It was our last long sail of 70 miles before a rest and reset in the marina. it's needed every so often. We couldn't have asked for a more pleasant and uneventful sail. Water stayed on the outside of the boat, and lines stayed in one piece. It's felt so good sharing our life back aboard Nakama again. We can't believe it's been so long. And we really hope you've enjoyed it too.
It smells a bit like a damp, swollen, muddy creek, but to me that also smells like a good night's sleep. A little bit pongy, but we're okay with that.
If you're new, welcome, and as Miles says, press the buttons, you know the ones, and drop us a hello in the comments below. As always, thanks to our patrons for making each and every video possible. And of course, a particular shout out to Deb for collecting our mail. You're a legend, Deb. If you'd like to support the channel in an alternative way, we've just restocked our classic tees. You can head to slimandsofsailingnakama.com or the link will be in the description below. Cheers guys, lots of love, and yeah, we'll see you really soon.